Well, I think the sanctions that the administration recently announced in response to Navalny's imprisonment and poisoning are primarily intended, firstly, to send a signal that the United States considers Russian behavior to be unacceptable. Secondly, to specifically identify individuals who the United States holds responsible for that behavior. Thirdly, I think by aligning the sanctions, or at least most of the sanctions, with the European Union, to demonstrate that there's broader Western unity on this point. And I guess I would say, fourthly, the administration is trying to demonstrate to Russia, that there's a cost for the behavior that they've engaged in. Well, the challenge with U.S. sanctions against Russia so far is that they really have done relatively little to change Russian behavior. Instead, they have sent a variety of political signals, contributed to a challenging dynamic in the relationship, although certainly Russian behavior has contributed quite substantially to the bad dynamics in the relationship as well. To be honest, I think many in the Russian government at this point have factored in American and Western sanctions to their decision making. It's become really a matter of course that Russia takes a particular step and the United States or Europe responds to that with sanctions. I think the sanctions under those circumstances really have even less impact than they otherwise might, because the Russian government really expects them anyway. And on the other hand, it makes it more challenging for the United States to shape Russian behavior with sanctions, because the Russian government has come to think that sanctions will happen more or less no matter what they do. The sanctions at this point, there are a variety of reasons that the United States imposes sanctions on Russia. Some of them are in addition to the various foreign policy reasons. Some of them are domestic, but to the extent that we're trying to achieve foreign policy goals through our sanctions, it's not clear that we're really getting there. There are a variety of important differences between cyber attacks and other kinds of Russian behavior for which the United States has imposed sanctions. So we certainly can expect that there may be some sanctions on specific individuals or institutions in response to Russian hacking, including incidents like the SolarWinds case. But the administration has at least a couple of other tools there that we don't see as often in some of the other cases. One is the law enforcement response. And, we've seen a number of situations where the Justice Department has indicted various Russian nationals, for their involvement in past hacking. So I certainly wouldn't be surprised to see something like that. But secondly, we don't know a lot about what the United States government itself is doing in cyberspace, but they certainly have available to them, the Biden administration, the option of response in kind. Responding with our own cyber attacks or hacking or other actions against Russian targets in an effort to try to demonstrate maybe more tangibly what the costs of Russian behavior might be.